Hi guys, welcome to Charities Baba USA, your #1 channel. I'm here, guys. I hope you're doing fine. I'm doing really good. Let me put on my glasses because I'm growing old, guys. I can't see very well. I can't see my computer very well. So let me put my glasses here. So guys, I hope we are fine. Thank you for helping me reach 8,000 subscribers. That's awesome, guys. I really do appreciate you for supporting my YouTube channel. Now, I want to talk about the visa bulletin. I don't know if I'm able to put the ticker there. Okay, visa bulletin for January. That's what we are going to talk about. But before that, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly consider subscribing. I have seen overwhelming support. So for the new members, if you're new, my name is Charity Nganga, and I talk about the DV lottery. I talk about life here in the US. It's a good place to live in. It's a good place to bring up your children in if you know the right tips or the right way to go about it. Now, remember, when you watch my video, like it. Click the like button. That takes the video a long way. It helps the YouTube algorithm to be able to share the video in many places. It's always good to comment. If you have a question, type it down there, and I'm going to talk about it. If you haven't subscribed, guys, please consider subscribing. Now, let's talk about this person. I have, I think, 2 questions. The first one is about the DHL, where this person, they have received their 2NL and everything. What I can say about that is go and know the one that you're going to go to. I know there are many. And then the exact one that you're going to go to, you can Google it. You don't even need to go in person. Technology has made everything very easy. Google the one that you go to and know their address. And then when you're going for your interview, you'll have that information. That's very, very, very important. I also want to talk about hosting. Guys, my phone has I would say right now, it has 30 messages of hosting. Now, these people, most of them, they have applied for the DV 2024. So I just don't reply because, like I told you guys, I need you to take your mind off the DV lottery for now and think about other things. When we check, then we'll cross that bridge together and we'll see what can be done, guys. And I'm very excited because my person, the lady that I told you that I was going to host, they are almost here, guys. They're almost here. And I am waiting for them. I can't wait to meet her and her daughter. And soon, you're going to do a video here with her. And we'll see how that goes, guys. So about the DHL and about the hosting. So don't think about hosting right now, guys. Think about other things because I don't want you to be disappointed. This is a lottery, guys. It's a lottery. And you can be lucky. I was looking at an article and it was saying more than 3 million Kenyans applied for the DV lottery. So it's okay. It's okay to try. But at the end of the day, I need you to be okay. I need you to be okay. And I think I think I should talk about other different kinds of visas, especially for the young people. You can apply for a college. It doesn't even have to be young, guys. And I've heard this question about age. What I know is that you are you are as old as you feel. You know what I mean? Age is just a number. So coming to the US and you say, oh, I don't know if I'm able to go to school or whatever. No, age is nothing but a number. You can do anything that you want if you believe in it. So age should not be, and it should not be a barrier, guys. I've seen people that I'm going to school with right now. Some of them are close to 50 years old and they're still going to school. It's not a big deal, guys. So it doesn't matter. You did apply the DV lottery. I pray that some of you are going to win at the DV lottery because, of course, we're going to have some people who are going to win and other people are not going to lose, but we are not going to stop trying. We'll continue trying. I told you guys that when we won the DV lottery, it was against all odds, guys. Like there is nowhere, nobody would have thought that I could be living in the US today. My story is, I say it's very unique because I grew up in a very, very poor family, guys. My mom was single and we didn't have much. And those days when a woman was single, there was that kind of discrimination or whatever because you come from a single mother and all that bull. But you find that when God wants to give you something, he will give you something. because like if I looked at my family members, our family could not have been selected. But God works in mysterious ways, and if he wants to give you something, he will give it to you. And that's why I still know that people from anywhere, they can be selected for the DV lottery, and it's a life-changing event. And that's why I like to talk about the DV lottery. Now, let me share the bulletin here with you guys. And I do apologize because I've missed a couple that I haven't done, but guys, it's because I have a very tight schedule right now, but I'm going to try all my best to be up to date, guys. But you will bear with me. Like I told you guys, I'm going to school, and it's kind of a lot, but I will do it. Now, let's look at so remember, like I said, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, consider subscribing. Now let's look at the visa bulletin. And one thing about this information is that this is not my information. This information is from travel.state.gov. That is where I derive the information. And guys, like I tell you, you can always go back there and verify. Go back there, verify if it's the true information or whatever. Go read. It's good to read and know where this information comes from. You can just Google travel.state.gov and you'll find the visa bulletin, and you'll find so many things in this website. Now, when you look at the visa bulletin, it normally has a lot of types of visas. So this is for December 2022. It does have, and you can print it actually. It's printer friendly. If you want to print it out, you can print it. Now, there's so much information here, but I just want to touch on the other kinds of visas. Family-sponsored references. We have the F1 and married sons and daughters of US citizens. Then we have the second one is spouses and children, whereby you find that like right now, being a US citizen, I'm able to file for my parent. I can file for my parent, and at the same time, my husband can file for his parents. And we have spouses and children for permanent residents, and unmarried sons and daughters 21 years or older of permanent residents. So you find that all these are the ones that you sponsor a family member to come in. So they have their dates there. And then you go down here. So here you can do this for filing a family-sponsored visa. They tell you about that. So if you live here in the US, you can do that. You can apply for a family member. And then, so these are the dates that they can go for their interviews. And then we have the employment-based, whereby we have the first. They are the priority workers. They go by, they go by different classes. So we have first, second, third, and fifth. So that's different. This one is still for employment. And then you go all the way down. So they tell you the dates for filing for employment-based visa applications, because here we go by schedule. Everything is by schedule. Even when you come and live here in the US, your life will be on a kind of schedule. Like you have to follow that schedule. And if you don't follow that schedule, you'll find that most of the things you want to do, you will forget. So it's like you'll have a diary to remind yourself what you're going to be doing, because there's so much to be done. You have to go to work on schedule and all that stuff. So it's very, very important for you guys to know that. So let's go to the visa bulletin, the diversity immigrant DV category for the month of December. So this is very, very important for those people who have won the DV lottery 2023. Now, they provide up to 55,000 immigrant visas each fiscal year, and permit additional immigration opportunities for persons from countries with low admissions during the previous 5 years. Now, look here, low admissions. And this answers my question for the people of Nigeria, because people of Nigeria are like, when are we going to be there? Now, they normally look at their data. They have like records. They see this country or this whatever, this region has this amount of people. So the ones with the lowest number is the one that is always on the list. And I remember reading for you that list. Now, let's look at December. So we are still in November. So December, if your case number and you are in Africa is 9,000, then you could be going for your interview in December. If you are in Algeria, 8,500, Egypt 3,000, Morocco 8,500, Asia is 3,300, except Iran, which is 3,000, and Nepal is 1,700. Europe is 6,100, except Russia. These people should not be in the DV lottery. If I was the one who was making the rules, I would take out Russia. Capiche? Out. Just take them out, because, oh my gosh. So I would, Russia is 6,000, Uzbekistan, 6,000. North America, Bahamas is 5, Oceania is 400, and South America and the Caribbean is 575. So that's for December. Now let's look at January. So the cutoffs, which apply in January. So cutoff means that so 20,000 is where the cutoff line is. So if you are above that number, then you can be going for your interview at in January. Okay. So let me read here. I like to read. For January, the DV immigrant numbers for the DV category are available to qualified DV 2023 applicants, changeable to all regions or eligible countries as follows. When an application cutoff number is shown, visas are available only for applicants with a DV regional lottery rank. That is your numbers below the specified allocation cutoff number. So below 20,000. That's Africa. That will be in January. Algeria is going to be 11,000. Egypt is going to be 7,000. Morocco is going to be 12,000. Asia is going to be 9,000. Iran, 5,500. Nepal, 5,500. Europe, 15,000. Russia, 12,000. Uzbekistan, 8,500. Uzbekistan. Oh, that's a hard word. North America, Bahamas is 5, Oceania is 650, and South America and the Caribbean is 1,200. Now, guys, it's important for you to keep up with the DV Lottery visa bulletin so that you can be ready. So that you can be ready with your finances and everything. I like to talk about so many things because I receive so many messages and I'm like, oh my gosh, this one I have to talk about. Now, there was this person who told me, what if I fill out the DV lottery and I win and I don't have money? Hello, you need to have finances if you are thinking of coming to live in the US. Like, you have to have your own savings. I'm going to tell you our story, like how we made it. Now, at first, when we applied for the DV lottery, we weren't very sure, like, if it's a true thing or if it's not a true thing. And I know there is always that doubt, it's some people just doubt. But you find that we did first of all, we lost our confirmation number. So it took a whole long story to find it. And then I wasn't very keen on my emails, guys. I wasn't very keen on checking my emails. So I remember we received our email around, I think it was the previous year in maybe November. But I checked, I found that email in January, end of January. That's when I found email that had that 2NL that said the date for our interview. And it told us all the things that we needed to do. At that time, guys, we didn't have the passport. We didn't have it. I remember it's only my husband who had a passport. So you can imagine we were going on March 23 for our interview. And this is December, end of December, and we have nothing. So if we had not saved, because we save. It's good to save, even if you're saving $5, $10, 10 shillings, whatever. Save that little, because that will come on a rainy day. Because if we didn't have finances that we had saved, I don't think we would have been able to process our stuff within that short time, because we only had 1.5 months, and that would have been gone. So it's very, very important for you to think about finances. Whether you're coming here on a student visa, whether you're coming here on a visitor's visa, whether you're coming here on anything, even the DV lottery. Yes, you are coming to find a job and whatever, and you will have all the papers in order, and you will not have that hassle of not getting a job because you don't have the right documentation. But you will need money to process that. You will need money for your medicals. You will need money for that visa. That visa is not free. And that is for those people who are new, because they need to know that you have to have finances. That's important, guys, that you have to have the money so that you can be able to process. And the only leeway that they give you is that you have to do the whole process, because there was this question that this person asked, what if we win the DV lottery and I process just by myself, and then I come to the US and then I can come later to process for my family? It doesn't work like that, because the DV lottery, when you win, there is the main applicant who has won the DV lottery, and the spouse and the kids are called derivatives. So all of you do the same thing. You go for the medical at the same time, and you go for your interview at the same time. And then they give you a leeway whereby one person can come before and the others will travel later. And that later is not 2 years later. That later is 6 months, because the visa that you're given is only 6 months. And then after 6 months, everybody should be in the US. So that's very, very important for you guys to know, because I want us to have this information. We have it and it's helping us. And we know we have, like, we, at the back of your mind, you know that if I won the DV lottery, then I would start preparing when I get my 2NL, especially when you get your 2NL, because you have some time there to do the preparation and everything, that you are ready, because it's important for you to be ready when you are doing that. Now, the other thing is about the host, and there's so many messages about the host, but I want you to talk about the host when you have won, or maybe when you're filling out your DS-260. Then we can talk about that. Now, another thing that I want to touch on is education, because so let's assume you went up to university, or whatever that you have reached, even if you have gone to become a professor or whatever. Now, what you do is that your highest level of education is the one that goes on top. So let's assume like you have a university degree. You're going to start with your university degree, and then you're going to put your high school certificate. That information is going to be below, especially when you're filling out your DS-260. So your highest level of education is what you should enter. So if you have gone to university, or maybe you're doing some college university courses, there is no way that you're going to say that you have a high school diploma. No, because you have gone to a higher level. So always remember that you start with the higher level of education that you have, and then you go down. You start with the latest, what you're doing at that time, and then you go to the to the list. That's how you arrange it, because they want to know about your education. And remember, it has to match with what you did your first application with. Of course, sometimes maybe it might not match, because let's assume like you did your application when you were 18 years old and you were in high school, and you did your application, and then right now you are in college. So what you're going to do, even if you wrote that you had that certificate, because you have to have that certificate, guys, when you're going for your interview, then, and you are right now currently in college, or you're in university, then you're going to say that you're doing some university colleges. So it's very important on that part of the education. And remember that they will need some proof that you are currently doing these classes, or maybe you have this degree and all that. And right now, I know even for the Form 4 certificate, when they ask you for your original, they also want a verification from the institutions that do give those certificates. They always want to have a verification, and I believe that it is sent directly to the embassy. You don't take it, and that's the process that we use here. You find that if you want to apply for a college, like right now, if I want to apply for a different college, and I am in the college that I am in, what I will do is that I will go online and I will request my transcripts to be sent to the college that I want to go to. So they don't give you in person and you go and take them in person. No, they don't do that. There are some organizations here in the US whereby they you just go online, you do your application, and then they will send your transcripts from your school, and then they will send it to the other school. It's the same thing. So when you're going to the embassy and you have your Form 4 certificate, or you have your university degree certificate or whatever, they will need a verification. But that verification, you are not going to go and get it in person. What you're going to do is that you're going to go contact where it came from, and they will send the verification to the embassy, so that they know that those documents are authentic. It's sad that technology has come to help, but at the same time there are some disadvantages, because you find that we have very smart people who like to forge stuff, and they want to make sure that that stuff is real. You know what I mean? So those are some of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly consider subscribing. We are growing, guys. We are growing. And I will see you in another video. Thank you, and God bless you.